Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. You know, sometimes you get judging and it's all over the place. You just don't know what the hell they're looking at. And such was the case with Ionut Baluta, the Romanian, who I think he lived in Watford for a while. Now he's over in Spain. But he defeats Brad Strand on a split decision with the most ridiculous scores I think I've ever seen. You know, well, maybe not ever. I've seen a lot of them. But I mean, Terry O'Connor had it 96-94 for Baluta. And then I think it was an Italian judge, had it 97-93 for Strand. Now, I had it 96-93. Same, actually, as Carl Frampton did. He was doing the commentary. But one of the guys had it 98-91 for Baluta. Look, I like Ionut Baluta. He fights everyone. But in my opinion, he didn't win this fight. He was outboxed by Brad Strand, and outboxed quite convincingly. Now, there was a knockdown that shouldn't have been, which was in the 9th round when Baluta trod on Strand's foot as he was backing off and he fell backwards. And I think it was Marcus McDonald was the referee. He scored that knockdown. Completely disagree with that. But those scores, I mean, 98-91? Really? To Baluta? Based on what? You're giving the guy 8 of the 10 rounds. There's no way Baluta won 8 of these 10 rounds. Now, look. He's fought Dennis McCann twice. He got a technical draw the first time and he was outpointed by McCann. This is Baluta I'm talking about. And McCann, bearing in mind, he got popped for PEDs. You've got to wonder whether he was on something when he fought Baluta, because Baluta is one of those guys with an incredible engine, a really incredible engine. He'll get a second wind, a third wind and a fourth wind. And he's a good fighter. I mean, he's a tough guy. He's a handful for everyone. He's got a win over Andrew Kane, which was a split decision win. And he was down twice, I think, in the first round of that fight. And he came back strong and got the nod and no problem. Split decision win. He lost to Liam Davis, didn't he? It was a unanimous decision over 12, I think it was. That, I think, was an EBU title fight. And this one against Strand was for a WBO European, which isn't really the real European title. But look, Baluta, you know, he lost a majority decision to Michael Conlon. He's a good fighter. He's a tough guy. I like the guy. But he didn't beat Brad Strand. Brad Strand, you know, came in with 12 wins and 1 defeat. He's only got 4 KOs, so he's boxer. He's not a banger. And a couple of fights ago, he lost to Dennis McCann, again, over 12 rounds, unanimous decision. That was for the Commonwealth and the British title. And again, you have to say McCann failed a PED test. These were for proper steroids as well, like serious. It's not some, you know, micro dose of something that might be something else, you know, some minor thing that could theoretically be in a supplement or whatever. These were proper steroids that McCann has failed for. So you have to question that defeat for Strand. So he could say, well, I'm undefeated. But he came in and he boxed beautifully. I mean, Strand he's 28 years old. He's an orthodox fighter. Baluta is, I think, 31 now. Again, an orthodox fighter, but he switch hits a bit, Baluta does. And the first round I gave to Baluta, but then from the second onwards, I thought Strand was doing really well. He was boxing well. He was boxing on the back foot. There's no doubt Baluta was the one coming forward, but that doesn't matter. You can box sensibly, effectively, aggressively on the back foot. And he was popping some nice punches, Strand. And, you know, Baluta was plenty of industry, plenty of come forward motion, was landing the occasional shot, but a lot of them were missing. And Strand was even when his back was on the ropes, he'd slide off them and counter. And I just thought Strand was winning these rounds. And I think Baluta had a pretty decent round. He seemed to be, because like I say, he's got the ability to have a second win, a third win. This is only a 10-round fight, by the way, not a 12-round fight, even though it was for a WBO European thing. They have them over 10 rounds, not 12. It's not really a European title, not a real one. But it gets you a ranking. And you know, he got his second win or his third win or whatever it was. Baluta won one of the middle rounds. But I thought, okay, you know, maybe give him a couple of rounds there. But, I mean, to me, this is a 6-4 fight, at least a 6-4 fight. I'd say 7-3 to Strand. And when Baluta got the knockdown, you thought, okay, he might get a 10-8 off the judges. You don't necessarily have to score it 10-8, but he probably will get a 10-8. And that won't make much of a difference because Strand is winning most of the rounds. It didn't make a difference as it happened because even with the 10-8, even without the 10-8, Baluta would have got the nod on a split decision. I disagree with the cards, I really do. And this wasn't a particularly thrilling fight. It wasn't dull. I mean, it was Baluta. Baluta, by the way, is now 17 wins. He's only got 3 KOs. He's got 5 defeats, and he's never been stopped. And he's got the draw to McCann. So that kind of sums him up. A real tough nut, almost like a European-level gatekeeper. But Strand can feel aggrieved at this. He can feel aggrieved about both the losses on his record now. The one against McCann, because McCann may well have been on something, and this one, which I just don't understand the judging at all. Unless you're going to give points for someone just having a forward motion without it being effective, then it's kind of like if Baluta was going forward and Strand wasn't countering or wasn't popping him and, scoring points, even in an amateurish way, an amateur boxing way, I would say, okay, we'll give Baluta's going forward, so I'll give him the points. But Strand was tagging him. There was no hurtful punches there. He landed a couple of very solid hooks, different rounds, and Baluta's got a great chin. He carried on, no problem. No, I think Strand can feel very hard done by. So I did not agree with this decision, but nevertheless, Ionut Baluta of Romania picks up this WBO European thing. Like I say, it gets him a ranking. And Brad Strand is a Queensberry fighter. I hope Warren gives him another shot because he was hard done by. He was hard done by. And of course, you could say, well, Baluta's been hard done by in the past too, with a few decisions. I agree. I do agree with that, but that doesn't make, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Anyway, let me know what you thought about this contest. Who did you think won? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe you thought Baluta did win. Let me know what you think. Comments below. If you like this video, please hit the like button because it costs you nothing and you're doing us a favour. And also subscribe to the channel. We've got lots more videos for you. Ladies and gentlemen, like I say, plenty more to come. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.